Welcome to episode 22 of the Woodwind Doubling Guide. This is a new one in a series of gig rigs. In other words, here's what I'd throw in my back to take out to a particular gig. I work frequently with a repertory big band in Toronto called the Orange Devils. And in that I play lead alto. So I've got to take alto sax, soprano sax, and clarinet. And I like to do it as compactly as possible because sometimes I can't park near the venue, so I want to take everything in one carry. I also have to carry a music stand and a stand light as well, so that adds to the further burden of it. So here we go. I'm going to show you the setup I use. All right, so here's the total bundle that I carry out of the house with me. First off, on top, that's a Protect clarinet case. It's a slimline version of it. Maybe it doesn't look as slim as it could normally. It's fairly crammed full of stuff on the outside, but as you can see, got a shoulder strap. It's very light and compact, and in there I've got my Riddenauer clarinet. That's my favorite regular one to use. I've also taken another bag. I have a small BAM ultralight case, which is very convenient to take as well. That's straight ahead enough. No use in opening it up. Everybody knows what a clarinet case looks like inside. The more interesting thing is the Marcus Bona double case that I have. Now there's a large zippered pocket on the outside. I have a rechargeable music stand light in that. And also, when you look at it, you'll see that this is removable. You can actually unzip that pocket and make it even a little more portable. Very, very convenient for getting around. Now, one of the reasons I got this was for air travel. I'm going to be doing a cruise ship guest entertainer show that I've written, and I need to be able to carry on everything that I'm taking with me. Now, in the interest of doing that, I have a double case for my alto and soprano. Now this is brilliantly engineered piece of work. Very strong supports here, carbon fiber all the way through there. You can see a bit of flex when it's open, but when it's zipped, it's very, very solid. So in there I've got my soprano, and if you'll notice, there's actually, I don't know if you can see it here, there's an integrated end plug there. So you don't need to have an end plug in the instrument. And down the other end, I've got a K&M soprano stand stuck into the bell. So that way I've got the stands I need inside the instrument case. There's also a clarinet stand, one of those two-piece plastic BG stands in the outer pocket for the clarinet. Now, the alto also has a stand in bell. This one I quite like. This is one of the K&M's, or sorry, not one of the K&M. Yes, it is one of the K&M stands. What am I saying? And it's quite compact. I'm going to pull it out and unfold that for you. So here's the K&M jazz stand that I'm using, and here's the K&M jazz stand ready for use. Now, obviously, that's going to hold an alto and nothing else. But with this particular setup, my most important thing is that things be light and easy to carry. So I sacrifice the luxury of having pegs on the stand for the soprano and clarinet. It also makes it a little easier because I can spread them out. I find quite often with the fast instrument changes, I have a little bit of an issue with bumping into the alto with the soprano and the clarinet. Now, just other features while we're looking at this case. There's my two main mouthpiece setups and little padded pouches that came with the case. This also came with the case, and this is the holder for the two detachable necks in the soprano. Now, as you'll have noticed, this case is only big enough for detachable neck soprano. It's not really an option if you want to use a one-piece soprano. So there you have it, a simple way of getting to the gig. That goes right on my shoulder or on my back. It's got backpack straps on it, and beautifully light and beautifully strong. Been having a great time with it so far. And here's the case on, backpack straps on. You can barely see it behind me. Turn around, and you'd never believe there was an alto and a soprano in there. It's quite effective in terms of being able to travel. If you want to travel with an alto and a soprano, I definitely recommend that you have a look at these cases, because it's got to be the most efficient way of getting two horns onto a plane. All right, that's it for this episode. That was the gig rig for playing with the Orange Devils Big Band in Toronto. Thanks for tuning in, as always, to the Woodwind Doubling channel. Please subscribe. We're getting close to that magical 100 subscribers point, and I'm going to keep putting out the video content as long as somebody's interested in watching it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye.